China, a land of vast plains, towering mountains, and mighty rivers, boasts a history as old as time itself. For millennia, this civilization has thrived, leaving an indelible mark on the world. From ancient dynasties to modern marvels, China's journey is a captivating tapestry of resilience, innovation, and cultural brilliance. This essay will journey through the ages, exploring the key periods and pivotal events that have shaped this remarkable nation. We begin our exploration in the mists of prehistory, where early humans first made their mark on the land. We then delve into the rise of dynasties, witnessing the birth of a unified empire. From the legendary Yellow Emperor to the grandeur of the Forbidden City, we will uncover the secrets of China's enduring legacy. Millions of years ago, the land we now know as China was already teeming with life. Fossil evidence suggests the presence of Peking man, an early hominid, as far back as 700,000 years ago. As the Ice Age receded, humans began to transition from hunting and gathering to farming, marking the dawn of the Neolithic Period. Around 7000 BCE, sophisticated cultures emerged along the fertile Yellow River Valley. These early Chinese cultivated millet and rice, domesticated animals, and crafted exquisite pottery. The Yangshao and Longshan cultures, known for their distinctive painted pottery, provide glimpses into this formative period. By the 3rd millennium BCE, China entered the Bronze Age, and with it, the era of dynasties. The Xia Dynasty, shrouded in legend, is considered the first dynasty in Chinese history. Though archaeological evidence remains elusive, the Xia is credited with establishing a hereditary system of rule and laying the groundwork for a unified China. The Shang Dynasty, around 1600 to 1046 BCE, emerged as a powerful force, ruling from a succession of capitals in the Yellow River Valley. The Shang developed a sophisticated system of writing, bronze casting, and ancestor worship, which would influence Chinese culture for millennia. However, their reign was marked by constant warfare and internal strife. The Zhou Dynasty, from around 1046 to 256 BCE, emerged, overthrowing the Shang and establishing a new era. The Zhou implemented the Mandate of Heaven, a belief that rulers derived their legitimacy from a divine mandate. This concept would shape Chinese political thought for centuries. During the Zhou period, China experienced significant cultural and philosophical developments. Confucianism and Taoism, two of China's most enduring philosophies, emerged during this era. Following the Warring States period, a time of chaos and conflict, a new power emerged in the West, the Qin state. Under the ruthless but brilliant leadership of Qin Shi Huang, the Qin conquered their rivals and unified China in 221 BCE. Qin Shi Huang proclaimed himself the first emperor and established a centralized bureaucratic state. The Qin dynasty, though short-lived, left an indelible mark on China. Qin Shi Huang standardized weights and measures, currency, and the writing system, laying the groundwork for a unified Chinese identity. He also initiated the construction of the Great Wall, a monumental undertaking aimed at protecting the empire from nomadic invaders. After the fall of the Qin, the Han Dynasty emerged, ushering in a golden age for China. The Han Dynasty, which spanned from 206 BCE to 220 CE, is considered one of the most glorious periods in Chinese history. This era was marked by territorial expansion, economic prosperity, and cultural efflorescence. Under Emperor Wu, the Han Empire reached its zenith, stretching from Central Asia to Vietnam. The Silk Road, a network of trade routes connecting China to the West, flourished during this period, facilitating cultural exchange and economic growth. The Han also witnessed advancements in science, technology, and the arts, including the invention of paper and the development of Confucianism as a state ideology. The Han Dynasty eventually crumbled under the weight of its vastness and internal strife. China then entered a period of division, known as the Three Kingdoms period, which lasted from 220 to 280 CE, followed by centuries of fragmentation and warfare. During this time, Buddhism gained a foothold in China, significantly influencing art, literature, and philosophy. The Sui dynasty, which ruled from 581 to 618 CE, reunified China after centuries of division, but its rule was short-lived. The Tang Dynasty, from 618 to 907 CE, however, ushered in another golden age, marked by economic prosperity, territorial expansion, and a flourishing of arts and culture. The Tang capital, Chang'an, was a cosmopolitan metropolis, attracting scholars, merchants, and artists from across Eurasia. Following the Tang, China experienced another period of fragmentation, known as the Five Dynasties and Ten Kingdoms period, which spanned from 907 to 960 CE. The Song Dynasty, from 960 to 1279 CE, eventually reunified China, establishing a prosperous and technologically advanced empire. The Song are known for their innovations in shipbuilding, navigation, and gunpowder technology. In the 13th century, the Mongol Empire, under the leadership of Genghis Khan and his successors, swept across Asia, conquering China and establishing the Yuan dynasty from 1271 to 1368 CE. Kublai Khan, grandson of Genghis Khan, became the first foreign ruler of all of China. The Yuan dynasty, though marked by Mongol dominance, facilitated trade and cultural exchange between East and West. Marco Polo, the Venetian merchant and explorer, traveled to China during this period, leaving behind vivid accounts of the Yuan court and Chinese society. However, Mongol rule was short-lived. In the mid-14th century, Zhu Yuanzhang, a peasant rebel leader, overthrew the Yuan and established the Ming Dynasty from 1368 to 1644 CE. The Ming emperors restored native Chinese rule and oversaw a period of economic recovery and territorial expansion. The Ming Dynasty, weakened by corruption and economic decline, eventually fell to the Manchus, a nomadic people from northeast China. The Manchus established the Qing Dynasty from 1644 to 1912 CE, the last imperial dynasty of China. The Qing Dynasty, though ruled by a foreign elite, proved to be remarkably adaptable and resilient. They expanded the empire's borders, incorporating Tibet, Xinjiang, and Taiwan into the Chinese realm. The Qing emperors also patronized the arts and oversaw a period of relative peace and prosperity. However, by the 19th century, the Qing dynasty faced mounting internal and external pressures. Western imperialism, internal rebellions, and economic stagnation weakened the dynasty's grip on power. The 19th century marked a turning point in Chinese history. The once mighty Qing dynasty, weakened by internal strife and Western encroachment, faced a series of crises that would ultimately lead to its downfall. The Opium Wars, from 1839 to 1842 and 1856 to 1860, highlighted China's vulnerability to Western military and economic power. Amidst this turmoil, a new generation of Chinese intellectuals and revolutionaries emerged, seeking to modernize China and end imperial rule. Sun Yat-sen, a revolutionary leader, advocated for a republican government and played a key role in overthrowing the Qing dynasty in 1911. The fall of the Qing dynasty marked the end of over 2 millennia of imperial rule in China. The country entered a period of political fragmentation and civil war, as various factions vied for control. The Chinese Communist Party, founded in 1921, emerged as a major force, promising to create a new, socialist China. Under the leadership of Mao Zedong, the Chinese Communist Party emerged victorious from the Chinese Civil War in 1949, establishing the People's Republic of China. The early decades of the PRC were marked by radical social and economic reforms, including the collectivization of agriculture and the Great Leap Forward, a disastrous attempt to rapidly industrialize the country. Following Mao's death in 1976, Deng Xiaoping initiated a series of economic reforms that opened up China to foreign investment and trade. These reforms, known as Reform and Opening Up, unleashed China's economic potential, transforming it into a global manufacturing and economic powerhouse. Today, China stands as a major player on the world stage. Its economic might, technological advancements, and growing military influence have reshaped the geopolitical landscape. China's rise presents both opportunities and challenges for the international community as the world grapples with the implications of a more assertive and powerful China.